Okay, so we need to talk. We need to talk seriously. I have a plethora of things that I want to talk about, but I don't want the video to be long. So I'm going to do multiple videos just to express some of this stuff. This one right here, though, is to who we are referring to as YNs. I don't understand why we don't have a problem with that, because we're contributing to the downfall of our young people, especially those of us who are of the darker skin race. I want to say this to multiple people. I want to talk to those of you who are accepting and referring to yourself as YNs. But I also want to talk to those of us who are attributing to that. I got a few things I wrote down here. We've got to know that this generation right here that we're in, this is not the Sunday school or the VBS generation. What we're seeing is Generation Call of Duty, Generation Mortal Kombat, Generation Grand Theft Auto. We are literally watching these young people live out games that they played when they were actually too young to even be watching them. And I want to say this because we owe them an apology. What do I mean? There were some of us who were saying that's inappropriate. This shouldn't even be on the market to these children. They shouldn't be playing these games with all of these violence. That was some of us. But then there were those of us who were promoting and who were defending and saying, oh, it's just games. Let the kids have fun. Y'all taking their fun away. Y'all being too serious. And now look at what we have on our hands. What was supposed to be fun and games has led to guns and violence. And most of you on here, you are well aware of what these games, Mortal Kombat, Doom, Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, many of us are fully aware of what these games consisted of, the things that they were taught. And here's the problem. The enemy knew what he was doing. He knew that it was a seed that was being planted in the minds of these young children. And now we're seeing it manifest in real life. They do not care. They disregard human life. The enemy has them aborting their God-given purpose. And for them, this is still a game being played out in reality. We owe them an apology. But now I want to talk to you, those of you who are referring to yourselves as YNs. It's not who you were created to be. Associating that with your identity is sad, because you are leading not only to your own demise, you are not only distorting your own purpose, you are damaging your own communities, your own future. God did not create you to cause the havoc that you are causing in our communities, in our cities, in our country. Yes, you have people who are condoning and supporting you in it, and even providing some of you all the devices that you are using to be reckless out here and causing havoc. You were not created to leave that type of pain in the earth. You were not created to let that be your memory. You were not created for the crimes that you are committing, that's leading to so many deaths of babies even. You were not created to live that way and to cause this type of havoc. What the enemy is doing right now with you all is he's using you as puppets. He's using you to lead to your own demise, to the demise of your communities. And yet you feel like you're empowered because you possess and you carry these weapons, and you walk around and you make people fear you because of these weapons. And here's the thing, and I want to say this. It's easy to walk around like that and cause others to fear. But it's sad because we did this to you all. We created this. And now it's out of control. And when the president talks about sending in help, now this is what's sickening. The citizens, we cry about the crime. We cry about the youth. And we want somebody to control it. Nobody has controlled it. The president talks about sending in people to help. And then what do? We fight against the help. We're crying for help. But then no one has been able to help. And when the president gets ready to send in help, we're going to fight against help. What are we doing? What are we doing? We've created this chaos. We're crying about the chaos. And now we're combating the help that is coming to try to help with the chaos. We're literally out here bragging about how these YNs ain't scared of the military. Y'all haven't been trained for this. Y'all have not been trained. And tragically, a lot of moms are going to be crying at the deaths of their sons and daughters. We did this. And I'm so sorry to you young people who got caught up because we refuse to parent, and we refuse to set standards, and we refuse to help you all see a better future than what we're dealing with right now. I apologize. We shouldn't have done that. We should have taken a better stand. And now we're suffering for it. And you all don't understand the future. This was not the future that you were intended to live. It's not. And then lastly, I want to say this. To you young people out here who are trying to take a stand, you know you're not a YN. You know you're better than that. Not saying you're better than, but you are separated from that type of life. As best you can, try to influence your friends that this is not the way for them to go. Because you all listen to each other quicker than you will. Some of you out here probably will watch this and you won't listen to me, but you'll listen to your peers. Try to persuade your peers that this is not the way for them to go. Now, if you can't persuade them, after you have attempted, you may just have to walk away. But whatever you do, don't join in on that. And finally, young people, it's not too late for you to put those guns down. It's not too late for you to walk away from this lifestyle of crime. Some of you have barely gone through puberty, and this is how you're out here living. This was not purposed for you. This is not the way that you were supposed to go. Look at just take a look. Look at your circle. Look at the circle that you're in, the crowd that you're running with. And ask yourself, where is this crowd going? And is this where I want to go? Maybe you're 12, 13, 14. Some of y'all may be 9, 10. Is this where I want to go for the next, let's say 5, 10 years? By the time you're 18, is this all you want to have done with your life? Think about the pain. Or do you want to come away from that and see the side of life that helps you to flourish and to thrive and to literally live out your purpose? that you were intended for, because it's possible. There are people your age who are actually doing it. They're going on and finishing school, and they are making something of themselves, and they are becoming entrepreneurs, and they are running companies, and they are doing great things. They're making a great name. Their name is leaving impact in the earth, in their communities, in their families. That can be you. That can be you. And I just wanted to encourage you of that. I hope that this has encouraged somebody. But parents, adults, we did this to these kids. We're seeing the result of things that we let slide, things that we were fighting for, that we should have been standing against. And now it's our children that have us staring down the barrel of guns that many of our police officers don't even carry. This is tragic. This is sad. And we, as adults, failed these children.